Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Today we're going to be looking at creating a business card inside of Canva. Now, if you're new to Canva or you haven't used Canva before, there is a link to a 45-day free trial of Canva Pro down below. And you might want to use that because there are some professional templates that give you more access to more templates inside of Canva. But let's get diving into Canva and show you straight away how we can create a business card. On the Canva homepage, wherever you start, I'm going to assume that you've already signed up and you have a Canva account. And all you're going to do is come over to create a design and you're going to create a landscape business card. If you don't see it from the drop down menu here, just type in business card, and there are a few. Obviously we want the landscape one. You can choose the portrait ones, but for today we're going to choose the landscape option. Now that's going to then open up the page. You'll be presented with a blank page. Ignore the fact that I've got a couple of options down here. You'll be presented straight away with a blank page, and you'll be presented also with some template options. Now, when it comes to business cards, it will depend on the type of business that you are promoting, that you run, that you have. There'll be certain design elements that are applicable to each kind of business area, if you like. So if you're a photographer, you'll want to include maybe a good image on there. If you're a wedding event planner, you'd want to have something more wedding orientated. If you take photographs of corporate events, again, different types of photographs that you're going to include on there. And the good thing is when it comes to creating business cards using Canva, you can just type in and search. Look, I've been playing about with this today, and you can search in carpet fitter, you can search water person. I was going to type in then plumber. So you can come in, you can see you've got all of these kind of plumber cards. If you want something, you can see that they've kind of got a blue element to them because obviously water being blue. Electrician business card. And you can see you've got other options here. It has a similar look and feel to some of the other business cards, but you are going to get something that looks more for your business. So let's say we want a event planner. Okay. And you can see if I click on these templates on here, you click on this one and it's going to give you the elements on there. Now, these elements are just elements that you can find in the elements library and add to them. But if you do want to change any of the text, you can come in and just change any of the text. You can change over and type over this, just double click into the box. Again, with the text here where it says event planner, if you wanted to type in the wedding organizer, you could type in that and you can change the fonts. It doesn't have to be these fonts. You can click on the box and you'll see this menu up here changes. You can change the actual fonts to anything on here. I've got handwriting selected, but you say you wanted something more corporate and you wanted to change that, you can do. You can change the fonts to anything you want. Okay, so I'm going to just delete that one. Okay, go back to a blank page, and again I'm just duplicating the blank page here. You can just duplicate the page here. Let's say we want a corporate business card. Corporate business card. Okay, so you want something that's maybe got like a bit more of a geometric design to it. And if you click on any of these, let's say we click on this one, it's going to then underneath at the bottom here suggest other business cards to you. Now, when it comes to deciding what it is that you want to have on a business card, I would say try and keep it minimal. Keep an image of yourself on there. That's really helpful. Maybe a phone number, a website. If you have a website, you can add a QR code to be able to then link to a portfolio page or a quick links page or something like that. You could have your social media on there, but these days nobody's going to go to your social media and type it in there. What they're going to want to do is scan a QR code and go to a website. So that's pretty much what I have on my business cards. I don't have one to hand. I think I've actually run out, so I need to go and order some more myself. But what I do is I have a link to this, my quick links website. So you can try Canva Pro free for 45 days and all of these different options here. And you can follow me on Canva and find out how to work with me. And it's also down the bottom here. You can link to my I've linked to my social media. So people can come to this page and choose any of these links that they want. The best way to get people to this page is to just create a QR code that takes them to this landing page. So I'm going to copy that. And now we're going to go back into Canva and we're going to come down to the apps and we're going to search. I've already searched for this clearly, QR code generator. And there are some fancy ones that you can create, but I've always found those can be a little bit difficult to scan and they don't sometimes work. You can use Flow Code QR is one that's normally quite good. You can come in here and this is an app. It creates a little circle, but the main one that I would suggest using is this one that just says QR code. Copy and paste your QR code link or your URL where you want to send people to on that. You can click the drop down menu button so you can customize this with brand font or brand colors. We're just creating a QR code. So you can create brand colors if you want, but keep it black and white. People know that QR codes generally are black and white. Click generate code and there, straight away, bosh. We've got a QR code. Now, if you pause your screen here and scan that with your phone, just take out the camera phone app, you'll be able to scan that code and go directly to the website that I was just showing you with my quick links. Okay, so that's how you can add a QR code onto a site really easily. So yeah, come in and let's pick a template. We want let's go say we're going to be an event organizer, event planner. Okay, now it's not going to be event planner, a wedding event planner. We want something a little bit more funky. One that piqued my interest was potentially this one. I like the colors on this one. And again, it does depend on your name. You can change your name on here. Just click on this and you can type over this. So if I wanted, there you go. I can just type my name, Darren, event planner. I can type over the phone number here. If I didn't want the street on here, so let's say we wanted something different. We don't want that. We want a website and the other one. So the easiest way to do this is to actually click on something. And if you come up to position and then over to the layers panel, we can see we can actually just grab all of this information. So we can see when we click on it on here, we can see that it's got those two. So if I hold down the command key and then click these two, or don't want that one, don't want that one, don't want that one, really great site, and we want that one, and we want the globe and that. Okay, so now you've selected those. You can, if you wanted to, group those, but we just want to move those up. So we're just going to drag those up. And don't worry about the email address. We can just drag that up separately. So that's a really good way on how you can position those. And if we wanted to, you can then come back. You can say, well, I want this. I want to just select all of these because I want to be able to group them, move them, and centralize them. So let's go with all of those. And we're going to go group. And we're going to go over and then click arrange. And we want that in the middle. Okay. So there we go. We've removed something and we've actually made it in the middle. So it keeps that consistency with looking good. Now, if we go back to the design, we can then click over onto this one. And again, it's got a different name on here. So Darren Event Planner, and you could put your website on here, or you could, as we had earlier on, take that QR code. I'm cheating because I had it on a different page. You just go back to the apps. I'll show you. Go back to the apps under the QR code generator, paste in your code there. Okay. And that's going to then generate the code. And you can then just come over and paste that in. And we can say, yeah, we can just put something on there exactly like that. We could change this because it's got our name on the front, and we want to put that. See, as I'm moving this, I can see the purple lines coming up, so I can see that it's making it more centralized and things like that. And again, all these elements we can change these. I think these should be purple to go in with this color scheme. You can change the color scheme on things as well. You could just come over and say, oops, that's quite big font, so we'll change that. Let's connect. Connect. Okay, we're going to change the font size down there to 14. Okay. Let's connect. And I want to then say underneath here, website and social. Okay, so as a business owner, you can say, look, scan this QR code, and they're going to be able to then open it up on their phone and choose to follow you on your Instagram or anything else like that. You'll be able to just have that on there. It keeps it a little bit more simple. The other option, and this is the one that I really like, and that is if you have a really simple image of yourself that you like. This is what me from a few years ago. I just put let's connect, and I can then put in there if I want my website, so I can say better content creators.com. Okay, and there you go. I've got that website. So it has a picture of me. I'd probably use one where I've not got my glasses on. If I go to my projects, images, where am I? Okay. Let's say, oh, I don't have, oh, there we go. So I can just come in, narrow that down a little bit, and drag that over. So I can just say, let's connect. And I can make this image bigger just by dragging the corners if I wanted to. And there you go. It gives the person that knowledge that this is me, let's connect, better content creators. And again, you can change these fonts and you can change the position of them. You can align them all up. So if you select all of these, come over to position and then click the tidy up link. That's going to then tidy those up, and we can then drag that over. So it's got a little bit better spacing on there for you. Now, when it comes to printing your business cards, you can actually do that directly inside of Canva. So once you've got your design on there, and there's 10 things to think about when you're actually designing your business card. Try and keep it minimalistic, which is why I like this version. It's like, this is me, let's connect. There's a QR code. It takes you to all the links that you might ever need to be able to connect with me. That's all you need to know. Okay. So that'll be a one-page business card. You might want like some photograph on the back of a business card. So let's say I had a particular image that I liked. Let's say I took this image and I wanted to include that on the back of my business card. Then I can come over to here and set as background image, double click and drag that up. Okay, let's say that was the image. It's not a very good image as it happens. Let's say that's the image that I wanted to put on the back of my business card. I could do, I'm not going to. But you can print the business cards directly with Canva. once you're happy with your design and you've got everything on there, you come over to print with Canva, and it actually shows you a mock-up of what your business card will look like. It shows there what it will look like in your hand. It's got other different options and mock-ups on there, and it's just a really good way. I like the colours on this one. I think that they really stand out. Don't know if they really say event planner, but they're really good. But you don't have to choose that. If I wanted to, or if you wanted to, say you've got lots of different designs that you've been playing about with, choose the front page, and the back page, none. Okay, so let's say the back page, we're just going to have no back page, and that's all we need. We can then come over again, and we can then choose to have a look at what that business card looks like. And we can see that what it's done is it's left this second option blank, but we can scroll through, and I think that looks really nice. Let's connect. I really like the script font. This one's called Amsterdam 4. But once you're happy with these, you can actually then on Canva choose the type of paper. Go for the premium paper. There's something really important about when you give somebody a business card. I like the way it feels, and if it's premium paper, great. You can go for a matte finish, gloss finish, or uncoated finish. Personally, I like the matte finish, and it's 50 business cards for £15, printed, delivered to your door, and you could just click continue. You can see down here it says free delivery. 50 business cards for £15. Have a play about with them. If you get them, you don't like them, Canva do have a guarantee on things that they get printed. If you don't like them, you can contact them and they'll sort it out for you. Because, yeah, there you go. It says it right there, happiness guaranteed for your order. We'll fix it or refund, reprint or refund it. I really think that creating a business card, no matter what it is that you do for work, is really good. And if you're self-employed, if you're starting a blog or any kind of career where you're going to be interacting, I don't even know what interacting is. If you're going to be interacting with other people at events and conferences and socializing with people, handing them a professional looking business card, one with your image on, stands out a million miles, because they'll be like, I remember that guy. He was really nice and really funny. That's exactly what everyone thinks when they meet me, right? That's what you're thinking right now. That's why you've clicked the like and subscribe button down below. Until next time, thank you very much. Bye for now.